this is a video about life and growing up, and I'm making this because I feel like I'm growing up a lot and learning a lot about life, both scary and bad things, exciting things, happy things, bad things, and I want to share it with you and just to let you guys know that you're not the only one out there. And there's a lot of people out there that are just like you, just haven't met them yet. Leave some comments below if you want to say something, and no harsh comments, okay? Don't say anything mean if you don't want to say it. I mean, don't say anything mean if... Don't say anything... Don't say anything if it's really mean, because that's really... What's the point? Okay. So hopefully this will show the younger crowd that life is hard, but there is also very happy things in life too, and so you can grow up from it, and life is exciting, okay? It's not always about realistic things, and I'll get into that later. I probably went through most of the things that you've been going through, okay? And for the younger crowd, it's a little bit of an eye-opener, I guess, to let you know that you're not alone either, and hopefully this will make you happy after you watched it, because some people out there actually have went through the things you went through, and then man, I'm still fine. Okay, so the main thing that helped me grow up was back in the 6th grade. Actually, my dad couldn't live with us anymore, so it was really shocking at first, because I realized that I'm not going to be living with the dad anymore, and so everybody's roles in the family had to go up. You know, I went home every day after school, and I couldn't participate in any clubs or sports or anything, because I had to go back home and then cook food for the family, check their homework, and all that good stuff, what moms do. That's when and after the years went by of me doing that, I gained a lot of respect for my mom, one of the good things that happened. And then I've also gained a lot of independence for myself, and I guess a downside of that is, like, I think I'm like a little too independent sometimes, and then when it comes to relationships, usually the reason why I break up with them is because I feel like I don't really need them anymore. Growing up without a dad, I felt like I was really different from other kids. Like, since I couldn't go out, I didn't know what all the big things were, like all the big songs, all the big trends or anything. So I felt really out of place, and it was really hard for me to make friends. I had my stage of trying to be somebody else and try to be the cool crowd and dress in certain ways and hope that I was being accepted, and then act like all the shallow, popular kids, like making fun of other people's clothing. Oh my gosh, she's wearing that with those shoes. And for you kids that are doing that now, your true colors will show later on. Just be yourself, because later on I decided just to be myself, because I didn't seek joy in making fun of other people's clothing. I mean, and it wasn't like I had so many clothes either. I had mostly 50% of my clothing are hand-me-downs from other people. And then later on I ended up being myself, and I met some really cool friends that I'm still friends with till this day. We had a lot of good memories, and I can't thank myself enough for being myself, because if I wasn't myself, I wouldn't have met these crazy people. Second of all, I know I said I didn't like being in a relationship, but I've been in a couple relationships, and they made me grow up, because especially the heartbreaks, when they broke up with me, it's like a little thing about life, little thing of like realism hits you, and it's like not everyone and everything's gonna like you, and it kind of hurt, but you kind of grow up in a way, because the world is not centered on you, okay? I once knew a wise Vietnamese man who thought everything about life was just being realistic. Life is realistic. Don't dream about anything. Don't spend your time with your mind in the cloud. You want to always think about food and water, what you gotta do to get the food and the water put on the table, okay? So don't waste life dreaming, okay? Shit. That's the mom. So a lot of things he said was true, and at the same time it was like a bummer, because life is realistic, but you don't want to stop dreaming about things, okay? I actually wanted to leave one day saying, you know what's realistic about life? Dreams do come true. So yeah, relationships, they're gonna help you grow up in a way, and don't be sad when bad things happen, okay, when he breaks up with you and you thought he was the love of your life, okay. Third thing that made me grow up was haters and doing hateful things. I guess they would kind of go in the same category. Well, okay, I'm gonna say stupid things and stupid things that people say. I don't understand. I guess they're different. Anyways, and I don't mean stupid things like silly things like making home videos on a Saturday night. Baby, it's you! Y'all know what I want! What I need! Baby, it's you! No, I actually meant like stupid things, like things that you don't need to be doing and stuff like that. And when people say bad things about you and then you choose to overcome them and not listen to them because they're not true, right? For instance, when I was in middle school, early high school, I was so self-conscious about my lower body because unlike the usual Korean girl, my legs were not like this. And my brother's best friend's mom came and talked to me when they were chilling and talking. And then she mentioned my thick legs, and she was, oh, my sister got some thick legs like you too. I was just like in dismay, and I was like, but you know what? Later on I found out, I realized that, like, who is she to tell me that I had thick legs? I mean, it wasn't bad, I guess, but I thought it was bad. Or another thing that I should learn from. I was like, if she called me like fat or something like really insulting me, like if she called my legs fat, then I would think like, who is she to call me fat? You know, like, who is she? She doesn't matter to me in life. I shouldn't really listen to things people say to me unless it's my mama, you know? So it won't really click into your head until you actually think like that. Like, who is that person to tell me these things about me, you know? So I've had my days of late night drinking and partying and then coming home and then all sick and then waking up with a huge hangover. Well, my whole day would be kind of ruined, but at the same time I thought it was kind of cool because like everybody else was like hungover and you could talk about what happened in the late night after party or whatever. Later on, I mean, I realized it's not worth it. I later look back at the people who are continuing to do those things, and I was like, man, I was doing that. It's not cool at all. Like, it's hurting your body. I felt bad for them. I felt like they were killing their bodies and their lives. Also, when I was smoking, I found out that I would actually smoke while I drink, and yeah, it felt good. And later on, it's just temporary goodness, temporary pleasure, and later on, you're not gonna feel so good about it. I feel like another thing about life, it's not about being perfect. You have to, it's okay to go through these things because, I mean, as long as you overcome it again, as long as you learn from it and overcome it, you're growing up, okay? But if you're doing it and still doing it right now, then you're staying at the same spot while someone else is growing up because they realize it's stupid. Okay? I'm not going to be responsible of telling someone to go drink and smoke because that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, if you do those things, make sure you learn from it. Okay? Because I don't want anybody to watch my videos and be like, oh, she went and smoked and drank too. That's not what I mean. Hopefully this video made you guys not feel so alone in life, and people do stupid things, and then there are people who don't do stupid things. But anyway, you're your own self and be yourself and don't be fake, and life is realistic, but don't stop dreaming. And yeah, relationship is gonna hurt, but you know what, it's okay. So leave a comment if you want to below about what made you grow up, and hopefully like other people will read it and they will realize some things about their life too. Hope this made everyone smile and feel a little bit of reassurance in their hearts, okay? that they're not alone. I hope you guys have a great day after this. Okay?